What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check this out. So you know that Madame Web is going to be dropping in a couple of weeks on Valentine's Day. Folks are starting to get geared up for it. You're starting to see a lot of press where people are talking about it. And then you got Dakota Johnson stepping out and saying, basically, yeah, don't go and see this movie. You know, long and short, you don't need to go and see this movie. This movie is about to be hot garbage. That's basically what I get from everything that she's saying right now. Somebody over there at Sony needs to pull the plug on all Dakota Johnson interviews. Don't put her on SNL, nothing. I mean, even on SNL, she was throwing like low-key digs at the movie.
I have a new movie coming out. It's called Madame Web. So it's kind of like if AI generated your boyfriend's perfect movie.
Like, no. Don't even put that out there as a joke. I understand it's a joke, but don't even put it out there as a joke, you know? Hey, man, you know, we just got to be super positive. There's nothing but greatness coming out of Sony when it comes to Madame Web. It's hard for me to even say that without laughing. I mean, goodness, man, this is about to be some hot trash. But then look what she says in this article you can see on The Independent. Dakota Johnson says she had initial worries about new superhero movie Madame Web. I was like, I don't know if this is going to be good at all, the actor said. Like, this was her initial read on this thing. You know, after she probably got the script and she kind of went through it and is like, damn, hey, agent, is this the best we gonna get for this, you know, next film, huh? All right, I guess we gonna roll with it. Like, wow, this is what you're saying about the movie, and then you put it out there. It's one thing to feel this way. It's another thing to actually say that shit. Like, wow, I don't know if this is gonna be good at all. I guess shout out to Dakota Johnson for, you know, transparency and honesty and integrity, you know, just coming out and giving us, you know, the real scoop. You know, it was funny on that SNL. She was even saying later on, yeah, I'm just like an open book. I can't hide my emotions. So the press gets this stuff and they just run with it. And yeah, that's exactly what it is, you know. But you're honest and you're open. And so you're telling us exactly what we can expect from Madame Web, you know, even about her own performance. Yeah, from Movie Web, Madame Web's Dakota Johnson hopes she did an okay job portraying the character. Again, no confidence. She has zero confidence in her, like, performance. She's hoping and wishing that she did an okay job, not even a great job. You know, she can't say, like, man, I hope I did an absolutely incredible job. She's like, okay, I hope I did okay. You know, it's like, man, you giving me absolutely no, like, confidence that this movie is going to be remotely good. You know, and contrast this with what they said about Sydney Sweeney, right? So here's what they said. Dakota Johnson wasn't initially confident in her ability to act in a movie with, you know, heavy special effects, trusted the director, and she worked hard to bring Cassandra Webb to life. All right. But look what Sydney Sweeney did. Sydney Sweeney was thrilled to land the role of Julia Cornwall / Carpenter and immediately immersed herself in the comics to learn more about her character. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you need to see when it comes to Madame Web. All of these Sony SpiderMan joints that are just falling flat. Nobody cares about them. Nobody gives a damn about this universe. You need somebody to sound like they give a damn. Sydney Sweeney like, yeah, man, I jumped all in feet first, man. I can't wait to dig into this character. Yo, agent, get me all the comics that you can come up with about my character. I want to know everything about this person because I'm trying to do the best job possible. That's what you need when you have somebody out there promoting a movie. Okay, but you got Miss Honesty, all right? You know, the true honest person here, Dakota Johnson. Nah, I don't know if this is any good. I hope it's all right, you know. Go check it and see what y'all think. I mean, she doesn't sound like she has any confidence whatsoever that this is a good movie, you know? And from somebody who says herself, hey, yo, I'm an open book. I just spit out exactly what I'm feeling. She can't even disguise it. So I'm going to trust the open book right here with Dakota Johnson, and I'm going to say, yeah, this thing is about to be some hot garbage. And Sony knows it's about to be hot garbage, too. Yeah, from comicbookmovie.com, Madame Web and Kraven reportedly marketed as standalone because of hesitation to emphasize interconnectedness. All right, so we already know that Madame Web was dropping the ball when it came to trying to connect this thing to the SpiderMan universe. They were supposed to be trying to connect it, I think, to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. They fumbled. And so now, oh, shit, man, we got to scrap that. And we got to try to connect it to the Tom Holland. They fumbled that. So they just said, screw it. It's not going to be a part of anything. It's a standalone now. You know, we're just going to have it be a standalone because all of this interconnectedness, this is screwing us up. And apparently now the same goes with Kraven. So is this really a Sony Spider-Man universe or whatever, as they say here, or an SMU? They've given this thing so many damn nicknames, just SMU, Sony Spider-Man Universe, Spider-Man Universe. It's like, whatever, man. Spider-Man ain't been in none of these joints except Spider-Man. He ain't been in Venom. He wasn't in Morbius. He ain't going to be in this movie or that movie. It's not a Spider-Man universe at this point. It's just a bunch of movies. You know, it's like ridiculous, man. But yeah, this is what's going on right now. So if you guys was hoping somewhere down the line that we were going to have this nice connected universe, oh, we got a third, cinematic universe for comic books. And the sad part is that they could have did it. They could have given us, Spider-Man has a great rogues gallery and a lot of, characters that are connected. They could have did a really good job with the material that they had in front of them and given us like a legitimate third cinematic universe. Even if it was like truncated, it's not going to be as long as the MCU or maybe the DCU or whatever James Gunn is doing. It's probably going to be a little bit more truncated, but you would have had some opportunities to, tell us some interesting stories. Some great characters are there. I remember Drew Goddard. You guys know Drew Goddard. He was the showrunner for Daredevil season 1, the first season of Daredevil, showrunner for that. He directed Cloverfield. I think he directed or wrote Cloverfield, directed Cabin in the Woods. I mean, just a hilarious, horror comedy. I mean, he is a guy that I trust, when it comes to, comic books. I'm glad to see that he's also working with James Gunn in the DCU. Drew Goddard is a guy, okay? He is one of those dudes. He was supposed to do, I think, a Sinister Six film. And I don't know how he was going to set that thing up, but I was stoked about that. Like, holy shit, Drew Goddard's going to do Sinister Six? And you could have set that up and it would have been great. You could have put Electro in there, or you could have put Vulture, Doc Ock, obviously, probably Kraven. Kraven is joining in there, Mysterio. I don't know who the sixth person might have been, maybe Rhino. You could have put together 6 great Spider-Man villains and then set that, movie up. Them causing calamity, doing all of their stuff, and then set up a movie where then the Tom Holland Spider-Man got to go up against them cats. That would have been dope. That would have been another possible $2 billion movie. I mean, there are so many opportunities with that. There was a universe here to be had, but they dropped the ball. They just dropped the ball. And now it's like, nah, we ain't going to connect none of this crap. That's just sad, man. But again, this is what happens when, number one, you try to go it alone. Now, we don't need the fan base. We don't need the people that understand the comics, okay? Sony's just as guilty of this as Marvel. We don't need the fans that absolutely understand the comics to make sure that we, pull this thing off without a problem. Just go to the fans and they will lead you down the right pathway, But now, I guess no more interconnectedness for us. Yeah, we're afraid of that. It's like that's what made the MCU what it was. Why do you think like the MCU was able to pull off Ant-Man? Was able to pull off Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, those movies had some good writers and everything about it, but they were able to pull that off because it was a big shared universe. That's why you can pull off Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange wasn't exactly the most popular character in the comics. But, you connect him with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And now you have them showing up here and here and here. Oh, okay, yeah. Then, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness almost makes $1 billion. So, again, that's what I'm saying. In order to make characters like Madame Web and Kraven pop, you need to have them as a part of a connected universe. So the fact that they're abandoning this thing, that means that they really don't understand what makes this stuff tick anyway. But this is what we've come to expect from comic books. I mean, it seems like comic book movies. Doesn't it seem like we've just already plateaued and now it's just nothing but downhill from here? Everything is just getting worse and worse and worse. This is the next one, Madame Web, coming up in a couple of weeks, man. I'll be looking forward to seeing what this thing does. I'll be doing an out of the theater review. You can best believe that. So you guys look for that one. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? Dakota Johnson, no confidence at all. They're done with making an actual cinematic universe on this thing. It's just hot garbage at this point. But y'all let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.